Hello everyone, Larcenies is here and welcome back to another Paragon Character Breakdown. Today we're going to do Ying, the newest in the roster. Ying has the weapon of a whip and supposedly the power of the wind. So we're going to see what kind of abilities she has, what kind of skills she's rolling with. We're going to see what kind of cards you can put on her, and we'll see if she can truly fit the Paragon universe. If you guys saw my reaction to this character, you can kind of see that I was unimpressed by her. But let's just see if she can turn that frown upside down. Hey Shimby. Okay, so she can equip Growth and Fury cards. Her base attack is at 9, which is really high. Ability power at 3, which is pretty mediocre. Durability at 5, and mobility at 6. So looking at this, she looks like she's really focused on that base attack. Her durability is decent, her mobility is okay, and her ability power is just not so great. So let's just see what she's rolling with. So let's see those skins. You have the classic green and blue one, looks really good on her. Actually pretty impressive. You got your skin change the skin colors now as long as you get them through chests. So you have the green one, you have white, and you have pink. Pretty cool. Her challenger skin has a little bit of taste of blue into there, which looks really good. But out of these two right here, the one that impressed me the most, the one that shocked me the most was this one right here. She actually looks like she belongs in Mortal Kombat now. Looks really badass. Actually a nice little look on her. Kind of wish this was a primary skin, but oh well. This is why you kind of purchase it. But let's see those abilities. You have Whip Crack, and it should have been called Crack the Whip. Does 55 damage, has a longer range but narrow width, which is really interesting because that whip actually has a range for, and she's a melee character, so that actually benefits her a lot of ways. We have Backlash, does no damage, but reverses any projectiles fling towards her, so she can actually do the same damage that's done to you back to them. We have Lash Kicked, that you actually pull yourself towards enemy minions, your ally minions, or your allies itself. So you actually have some variants of direction of where you want to go. Wind Burn increases your range even more and does 100% cleave damage, which is really good for 6 seconds. And your ultimate, Quailing Gale, causes a little bubble, slows down enemies all around it, and stops all projectiles. But the only thing is, it does no damage. So what kind of cards do you put on Ying? Well, since you can equip Growth and Fury cards, you can have a little fun with her. You can equip cards with attack speed, critical chance, and a little bit of power. I do recommend putting some cards on armor and health, so that way she can last a little bit longer. But if you want to make a real paper cannon, you want to focus on those Fury cards to boost up those attack speeds and those critical chance, so that way she can do massive damage with that whip. So that little triangle is the range of your whip. This is the furthest that can go. This is her little combo that she does. She has little points in attack speed, so she's actually a little slower than this. This is your Lash Kick. You can aim it to any ally, minion, enemy minion, or enemy, and you can just string yourself towards them. This is your Wind Burn right here. It actually extends your range of your whip. If you pay attention to the triangle, it's actually a little further, and actually does a little bit more damage. And this is your Backlash. Does no damage, but reflects any projectiles towards you. And this is your ultimate, Quailing Gale. Nice little air bubble that slows down your enemies, and any projectiles towards that little bubble will actually be stopped permanently. So just enjoy the show. One word to summarize Ying: situational. Now granted, she's a great character. She does a lot of damage. If you stack up that speed, she can melt enemies' health away. But 2 out of her 5 moves are situational, Backlash does no damage and only reflects projectiles aimed towards her. And Quailing Gale also does no damage, even though it slows down enemies. The slowdown is very effective, but it doesn't do no damage. I'm not saying, hey, it needs to do like 100 damage, but hey, 50, hell, I'll be happy with 20. Do something so that way when you use it, it's like, hey, you know what? At least it didn't go to waste. Also, Lash Kick is also a hazard if you're trying to use it with multiple things around you. So if there's a whole bunch of minions and enemies and allies, you're not gonna know where you're aiming at. 100%. Like you trust me. If minions too close and you're trying to aim for an enemy, you're going to miss Lash Kick. But she's a good character. She does a lot of damage. She's just very situational. She's very hard to use. I'm just maybe the wrong person to use her. But I do say one thing. She definitely impressed me more than I thought she would. So when I reacted to her, I gave her a 5 due to the fact that the guy didn't explain much on her. But playing with her, experiencing her, and seeing the power that she has, I give her a 7. Honestly, she deserves an 8. But just for me and my ranking, she goes down to a 7 just because I just don't know how to use her. But she's a very effective character. So trust me, you want to stack up that damage, put some armor in her so that way she can be a little bit tanky, and just put some attack speed. And trust me, she's going to melt health away and she's going to make people run. Just be careful when you get more than one person because she has no AoE moves. Even though Quailing Gale technically is an AoE, it doesn't do no damage, so they're not going to run away from it. But it does slow them down so that way you can run away from it. But as we crack the whip, that's it for the breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed your see. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to see more character breakdowns. Share with friends if you think they'll be interested in Yin. And comment below to let me know what you guys think. But until then guys, I hope to see you next time.